I'm from just outside of London, a place called Windsor, which is where the Queen of England has a home, Windsor Castle. So I was raised there, went to school there, and lived in that part of England until I was about 19. Then I took a year out and I travelled around Europe for a year. And then I come back and went to university. So I attended 2 universities, Thames Valley University and also Wolverhampton University, and finished with a business degree. My view when I was at university was that I wanted to go into investment banking. And so when I finished university, I managed to work in the City of London for a US investment bank, but I didn't enjoy it. So after 6 months, I decided to really think hard about what I wanted to do for my future. And the things that I was passionate about were cars, motorbikes, all the things that a guy of that age should be passionate about. And so I managed working for a dealership, BMW Park Lane in London, which is owned by BMW in the UK. So it's we call it a Niederlassung. So it's like some of the Tokyo dealerships. They're owned by BMW Japan. And so I worked there for only 1.5 years before head office in the UK asked me to move there, which I did. So this was on the car side of the business. So I worked on the car side of the business at head office in the UK for 12 years. And then I moved across to the motorcycle side. I've always been passionate about motorcycles since I was 20 years old. And so this was a chance at BMW to move across to the motorbike side, where I've been there now for 8 years on the bike side. So yeah, 8 years in the UK, looking after the dealers in the south of England for 4 years, and then 4 years as the head of marketing and PR in the UK, before moving across to Japan as head of the market here in Japan. For me, it was the people I was working with. They were very, let me say, arrogant, and not the kind of people that I would want to spend years working with. You know, it's not, when you work really hard, you know, you work 10, 12 hours a day, you want to work with people that you enjoy being around, or I do. And the people in investment banking were definitely not my kind of people, let's just say that. It was an easy decision to make because I didn't enjoy any day working in the bank. But if I'd stayed there in London, because the guys in London, they earn really good money, I'd probably be retired now. Yes, much more. Yes. Yeah. I wouldn't, I'm the kind of person, I wouldn't do something if I didn't enjoy it. That's me. So the fact that I've been with BMW 20 years tells me that I've enjoyed working for the company for a long time. I think at that point we were dealing with, in the centre of London, we're dealing with very rich customers. So I learned very quickly of what a premium brand BMW was, and how we should behave and act as individuals to represent that brand. And if you think, I was only 23, 24 when I joined BMW, and it taught me a lot about how to be more professional as a person, especially in front of customers, to represent a brand like BMW. Yeah. So at 23, you don't always, it takes you a little while to learn certain things, and my boss was always telling me to polish my shoes. So I used to catch the train to London, and the way I used to walk down by the train track to the station was quite a dusty kind of pathway. And then I'd get to work, and the first thing he would do was look at my shoes. And this taught me about being a premium brand, because he was the sales manager of the business. And under his desk in his office, he had a shoe cleaning kit. Yeah, so he used to check all the sales guys' shoes to make sure they were clean and polished, and if they weren't, he would give you the shoe cleaning kit, and you would clean your shoes. So he would often say to me about my shoes because of the way I walked to get the train. But that told me something about, you know, representing a premium brand, that he would have shoe cleaning stuff under his desk to give to us before we went and met the customers.